And let me just close by mentioning what I had said previously about the culmination in Book 1 of the tension between Sparta, representing the tradition of piety, versus Athens, which represents innovation or revolution. Now, ultimately, this is going to concern a comparison of what Archidamus, the king of Sparta, has to say versus Pericles' funeral oration speech. But the very specific passage I have in mind is paragraph 70 in Book 1. And what this is a speech given by the Corinthians to the Spartans against the Athenians. And this is only one selection from the entirety of the speech, but it's the most important for that opposition that I'm talking about. And this is what the Corinthians say. Surely we, if anyone, have the right to level complaints against our neighbors, especially when such large differences are at stake, and ones to which you, the Spartans, are quite insensitive in our view. You, in other words, the Spartans, seem never once to have analyzed these Athenians to see just what sort of people you are going to be up against, nor how totally different they are from yourselves. For they are innovators, quick to have ideas, and then to put their plans into action. Your instinct, on the other hand, is to keep things as they are, not to make any new decisions, and not even to take the minimum action necessary. Whereas they, the Athenians, are bold beyond their means. They run risks beyond reason and stay sanguine in times of trouble. Your way, on the other hand, is to do less than your powers allow, to distrust even your surest judgment, and never to expect deliverance from dangers. In truth, they, the Athenians, never shrink from action, while you always hesitate. They're always abroad, while you never leave home. They expect to gain something by being away, whereas you expect that by venturing out, you might harm even what you have. In any military success, they press their advantage to the limit, and in defeat, they fall back as little as possible. Their bodies they disown and sacrifice to the service of the state, but their minds are very much their own in acting on her behalf. And if they fail to go and achieve something they have planned on doing, they believe they have been deprived of what was already theirs, while if they succeed in getting what they went for, they count that as a small gain compared with future prospects. And should they actually fail in some venture, they redirect their hopes to make good the loss elsewhere. For them alone, to hope for something is to have it. Such is their speed in executing their plans. This, then, is their lifelong labor in hardship and in danger. They scarcely enjoy what they have because they're always after getting more. The only holiday they can imagine is in doing what they feel they must, and they think of idle leisure as a greater disaster than irksome toil. And so in conclusion, you could rightly say that they are born neither to enjoy any peace themselves, nor to allow it to others. And then just skipping ahead a little bit into paragraph 71, the Corinthians continue as follows. We have just demonstrated your practices are antiquated compared to those of the Athenians. Inevitably, it's the new that prevails. In other words, it's the technological that prevails. In this, which is to say politics in general, and foreign policy in particular, as in other fields of expertise, or we could say in other fields of techne or technology. And just to close it out there, the Corinthians say, it's true that in times of peace, a city's established practices are best left undisturbed, but when one is forced into greater activity, the need for innovation also grows. And that is why the more varied experience of the Athenians has led to greater changes there. And so there you have it. You have everything.